What up, everybody? Everybody, what's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the What's Up, Everybody Cod Pass. You know what I mean? Here with my man, Sweet Tea. Sweetness is what we call him here at Upstate Karate in the South. How you doing, man? Beautiful smile, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
You're welcome. How you been, man?
Been good.
How did old security go today?
It went good.
Actually, we're not quite. We haven't made it to the security level. We're safety.
Safety team for
In case you're wondering, and throwing that application out there. Just anybody needing any security, private security, or a safety team, we're the guys for you. We are the new safety security team for our church.
Absolutely.
Yeah, dude. I mean, churches need security too.
Mm-hmm.
Safety.
Never know.
Safety. We're safety team.
You never know when something's going to pop off. Better be
Never
safe
know.
than sorry.
Yeah. So, do you not have to tackle anybody today?
No, I did not.
That's a good thing. 'Cause
Yeah.
normally,
Super chill.
Well, you don't know. I mean, it got crazy. I had to help a grandma to her car.
Mm-hmm.
Some old lady. That's
Yeah.
about as real as it got.
Intense.
But
Real intense stuff.
real intense.
What about you, man? Any updates? Any fight updates? They
No.
announced Masvidal and old Leon. So at this point in time, you're going to be fighting basically.
We don't even know.
Jake Ellenberger.
Jake
rematch.
Ellenberger. Matt Brown.
Yeah.
I have no
those
idea.
guys, man.
Nothing, man. Trying to get the fight with Masvidal again. He wasn't having it. He wants to fight old Leon.
Understandably.
Yeah. I mean, he's what, ranked 13, 12? What is he at right now?
Who?
Masvidal.
6.
He's 6. Oh, he's right below me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dang it.
He's number 6.
And he's fighting the number 3 guy?
Yeah.
What?
So he wants that fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He wants that.
I mean, it's a win-win for him. It would not be – there's no winning in it if he loses to me.
Plus,
If he
at
fights me.
this point in his career, he's making pay-per-view points. He's on a massive pay-per-view card.
Yeah, huge.
So
Who's on that card? Who's main event?
December 11th, I don't know, dude. It's stacked. I mean, it is stacked.
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh, you got a
Dominic
female.
Cruz is on there.
Yeah, you got a female title, I think, fight.
Juliana Pena, and I think
Yeah.
Amanda Nunes.
What?
Yeah.
Where's that one supposed to be?
Yeah.
Tony, you looking it up right now?
I'm looking it up. I'm not sure if it's going to be in
Where's
Abu
our
Dhabi
Jamie,
or not.
man?
Okay, let us see. Wait. What is that?
I'm
UFC
waiting.
269.
We're waiting.
All right, so main event, Charles Oliveira, Dustin Poirier.
Ooh.
Co-main event, Amanda Nunes, Juliana Pena.
Ah.
Leon Edwards, Masvidal. Kai Kara France,
Co-main.
Cody Garbrandt.
Cody Garbrandt come back. When's the last
Sean
time he fought?
O'Malley's on that card.
Last time he fought was when he knocked out what's
Jeff
his face?
Neal's fighting Santiago Ponzinibbio.
Whoa.
I thought Jeff was going to take a pretty good amount of time off after he lost to Neal.
Yeah.
Magny. But I guess he's like, I got to fight. I got to keep fighting. I ainght trying to work it out back.
When he
no
fought
more.
Neil Magny, did he get taken down a bunch, or was it just a stand-up fight?
it was a stand-up fight. Honestly, it was one of those things where Jeff just didn't do anything really.
Yeah.
It's not like he got toe up. It's not like he was super nullified. He just had he just had a hard time making himself do anything.
Yeah. That's got to stink. I know what that's like.
Yeah. So, unfortunate he lost to you. Then obviously he lost to Magny. So back-to-back losses for him. And now he's fighting the tough Ponzinibbio.
I mean,
Coming off of
one
a
of the
win.
one of the others going to get knocked out in this fight. And Ponzinibbio throws from the fence. Like
Yeah, but
he
you
throws
got
some
the cool, calm,
haymakers.
collected Jeff Neal.
Yeah.
He can see through that nonsense.
cool, calm, collective, good technique, very, very good, very hard to get out of position. I've talked about in the past. It's going to be that's a banger. That's a great card to be on right there. Too
It
bad I
is.
just can't
And
get
that's
on
not
anything.
Even it. That's not even it.
Who else you got?
Dominic Cruz is fighting on that card.
What?
He's fighting Pedro Munoz. And that's the prelim card.
Daggum, man. It looks like it's a bigger card than the
Ryan
Usman.
Hall's fighting on that card.
Ryan Hall's back at it again.
Yep, fighting Derek Minner.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude, there was like nobody wanted to fight that guy after, and then he lost. And now he got to fight like that. Ryan Hall.
Yeah.
Like nobody wanted to fight him.
Yeah, and then he finally lost.
And then he lost.
Like,
yeah, okay. I'll fight him. Don't be sleeping on Ryan, y'all. Don't be sleeping on Ryan.
Can't.
Just because he got knocked out his last fight doesn't mean squat. That guy will tie you up and take your leg home with him.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a big card. I don't know what's next. Like I'm trying to get on these cards, but you know, I guess wait until see what happens with these welterweight fights coming up. You know, I mean, Nate is wanting to fight Vicente Luque. I know that's fight. They're wanting to make that fight happen. I know Nate is. He's calling him out. So
like, yeah, kind of like not super blatantly, but yeah, there's been a little bit of talk.
I saw some back and forth. Nate said, "All right, well, I got the contract. What's up, dude?" You know,
or he said I didn't get the contract or something.
Or I don't remember, but I know he was talking about Vicente Luque. Like,
he said he's fighting somebody. He said I'm fighting somebody in December, or I'm fighting somebody. Yeah,
I'll fight him.
Yeah, you fight
Nate
him.
Diaz. I'll fight you. Somebody clip that and throw that out on social media.
Yeah, make that go viral.
Nate
now
Diaz. I will fight you.
Versus
Bye.
Luque. I mean, Steven versus
that's already happened.
Nate Diaz. That is already.
Vicente Luque has already happened.
Yeah.
The only person I haven't fought in the top 5, or in the top 6 or whatever, Leon Edwards, Colby Covington, and Usman. That's it.
Maybe you fight loser of Usman Covington.
Yeah. Who do you think wins that fight? Well, we'll save that for another for another time.
But I mean, honestly, I think Usman wins it easy.
I think so too.
I think it's just
okay.
Hard
We won't wait for another time.
It's just hard to really judge where Colby's at. He hasn't fought in over a year, and Usman stayed active, and he's visibly gotten better every fight.
We've seen him. We've seen the progress he's made. Not just his wrestling. I mean, everybody knows he's got that, but his striking.
And he's beaten the who's who, and Usman beat. I mean, not Usman. Covington beat Woodley, and then Woodley retired, and then that was it. Well, he fought Luque, then he retired, and so you can't really go off of much for Covington.
You don't see the progress that he's made.
No.
Anything.
So you have to take Usman especially after starching Masvidal the way that he did.
Yeah.
Nobody really expected that. So
we're kind of waiting right now, Sweet Tea. We're waiting to see what's up. I want to fight.
Call out Nate Diaz.
Nate, let's go.
I remember I saw something where you had said in an interview, and we talk about this all the time. The media, they'll always like do clickbaity titles.
Yeah.
It was like you said something about how the question is should Nate Diaz stay at welterweight or should he move back down to 155? And you had said something like, well, he's seen some success at welterweight, but he's only fought other lightweights that have come up, so I think he would be better for his career to fight down at
155.
At 155. And the title was like, Wonderboy says Nate Diaz should stay at 155 or something like that.
Some clickbaity, like Wonderboy thinks Nate Diaz should just drop out of MMA.
Yeah, retire altogether because he sucks. And that's never the true.
That's not what I said.
No. And so, anyways, he had quickly tweeted something like, maybe you should go to 155, and it was like you getting knocked out by Anthony Pettis.
Yeah.
But then he deleted it.
Oh, thanks, Nate.
So maybe
I think he felt bad. He might have felt bad.
Maybe he actually read the full article, and he was like, it wasn't that bad. I'll take it back.
And
so there is some slight underground hidden beef there.
Yeah. I mean, to me, that sounds like major beef. That's major beef.
He was the true ninja. Was that him or Nick? He like the
Nick with the chucks.
Yeah.
Dude, that one Instagram we posted up not so long, me doing the commas. They're like, bro, you didn't do chucks, and they were mentioning Nick Diaz, during all the comments, him doing the nunchucks, me doing the commas.
Yeah.
I'm a ninja, a legit trained ninja. I don't know about Nick.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's just seen a few Ninja Turtle movies. That's about it. But yeah, so I don't know, man. Don't know. Who do y'all think I should fight next, guys? Who do you think would fight me next? That's the question. I don't know.
Call it. You can't get Masvidal, so get Nick. I mean Nate.
I get this.
Get Nick and Nate.
Nick at the same time. Run after the I want to be the co-main and main event.
Yeah,
I mean, co-main
and make all of your fights
and
5
co-main.
rounds permanently.
Just be like, I'll fight Nick first, then I'll stay in the cage and then fight Nate. Then I'll stay in the cage and fight Usman.
Yeah.
Or Rose Namajunas, whatever.
Rose Namajunas.
Is it Namajunas? How do you say it?
Namajunas.
Namajunas. I like to say Namajunas.
He likes to say everybody's last names incorrectly, like the last name of the person fighting this coming weekend, Paulo Acosta.
I say Paulo Acosta.
Yeah.
Paulo Acosta.
Or you say Francis
Ngannou. It's Ngannou.
Yeah.
Francis Ngannou. Whatever. I'll call you however I want to call you.
Yeah. That's messed up, man.
It's all right, dude.
So anyways, Paulo Costa versus Marvin Vittori.
That's this weekend.
It's coming weekend.
Well, let's just talk about how non-important this fight is. I mean, this is the main event.
Where'd my water go?
Oh, dude. It was literally just there. It was right there.
Oh, it's on the
Got
floor
it?
next to me.
Okay.
Got it.
It's like, why are you looking around for?
Yeah. Anyways, go ahead.
So, what happens? I mean, the winner of this fight, he's not going to fight for the title again.
If Costa wins, he has a better chance of fighting for the belt.
I think Gastelum has a better chance moving up to fighting because he's the only guy that's been 5 rounds with the guy.
Yeah.
With Stylebender.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, he schooled Costa. And he'll admit it, he humped him afterwards. I mean, you can't be, that's a schooling right there. If I get humped like that, I'm quitting.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty, number one, that's disrespectful. But 2, that's like demoralizing right there to your manhood.
Well, and I'm not condoning the post-fight humpage, but Costa was just being real D-baggy leading up to it. Like he was posting photos on Instagram of like him holding Adesanya's head.
Yeah, how he said he was going to kill him and stuff.
Yeah, So he was being.
So it's deservable, is what you're saying.
Again, not condoning the post-fight humpage, but it's still like it materialized out of thin air.
Yeah. I don't know if I would go about the humping. I mean, that would be like, I like humping dudes, but
yeah,
I don't know how that just came into his head. Maybe they do it differently over there in New Zealand.
Different part of the world,
Yeah. I wouldn't go that route. Just give people the wrong
It's like,
idea.
what country did you go to? And they're like, you can't do like the OK sign here.
I think it was
you're calling somebody an a-hole.
I don't know. It was a South Korea, maybe? Brazil?
You did that.
Was it in Brazil?
I don't think so.
This is South Korea.
Love, the heart.
Yeah.
Everybody does
Every
it.
time I took a picture of somebody, they're like, hey. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, you're probably just
I'll do one of these, and they would do the other half.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe it was. You did like that Asian tour.
That was cool. That was super cool. I wish you were there for that.
Yeah, that'd be nuts.
Man, we went to the Philippines. I met Red De La Cruz, one of the ring girls. Super sweet, super cool. She took us around. We did some Filipino martial arts.
So some was that Kali?
Kali. Whoa, super cool. We did some knife fighting. Me and Dad fought each other. That was real nice, obviously. But what's cool about going to other countries and being a fan, I wouldn't say a superstar here in the U.S. because I'm not even close to that. But people know me. Some people do.
Yeah.
Like in the U.S., people want something from you. Like they want a picture, they want an autograph, they want something that they can take from you, right? Mm-hmm. But when I went to the Philippines and South Korea, people would give you stuff. They would give you little baskets or little drawings that they made, cool little necklaces and stuff. It's different, man. I thought it was really interesting and cool to see that in other places like the Philippines and South Korea, people, they don't want to take anything from me. They just want to. Most of them didn't even want a picture. They just wanted to give me their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty cool. Of course, I couldn't take it all home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but I thought it was pretty cool. Very different than here in the States.
Mm-hmm. I know. It's always irritating to say the least when people are like, "Hey, man." Huge fan, been watching you forever, really respect you. P.S. Can you sign this card for me? I'm trying to sell it. They might as well say that in their cards.
Yeah, they should. I get a lot of people sending me
because they
stuff.
have you like sign it specifically.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
hey man, P.S. when you sign the card, make sure you do it on the upper right corner and do not, cross over your face.
Or they'll be like,
Thanks,
hey,
much
don't
love.
put my name in there. Just sign it. Just your name.
Just your name.
They just want to. Sell
so
it.
I can sell it.
Real quick. Like I try and read all my fan mail if I can, and which ones are sincere and which ones aren't.
Yeah.
So you learn the ins and outs of who's just using it and who's really sincere and is actually going to put it up on their wall. Mm-hmm. Like I got letters. I've actually gotten letters that made it look like a 5-year-old had written a letter, but you could tell it just wasn't. It was like a man just trying to be like a 12-year-old kid. Yeah.
Oh, it's messed
Like, yeah,
up.
man, I'm 12 years old, I'm like, no, it's
I'm a
definitely-
huge fan.
Or I had people coming to me like, I follow you religiously, bro. I love you. I got a fight coming up like the next day. Hey, man, when do you fight next?
Yeah. I'm your biggest fan. I know everything about you. When are you fighting again, man?
I'm fighting tomorrow, actually.
Yeah.
Like,
what?
what?
What? I must have missed that.
I follow everything that you do. Yeah, dude. I love my fans, man. I love you guys.
The genuine ones, the real
Sweet
ones.
Tea is getting some fans, man.
Yeah.
Sweet Tea's got some fans. People came up to you. Was it my last fight?
No. It
No.
was
No.
yeah, definitely not. Well, because we haven't been able to go to your last
I
few
know.
fights.
I know.
It was Luque.
Vicente Luque, Madison Square Garden,
MSG.
New York.
People hit me up. Sweet Tea.
What's up, Sweet Tea?
What's up? I had to have my own little autograph booth. The MSG security, they set up a little section for me. It was like right next to the men's toilets. Just giving out my Audis.
Yeah, man.
Whatever. Do what I can for the fans, what I mean?
And the fans appreciate you, Sweet Tea. They
I
really
appreciate
do.
them.
They really do.
Appreciate them.
But so we got that fight. Yeah, man. Paulo Costa and Vittori. Sweet Tea, who you got winning that fight?
I have winning that fight. I got Costa.
You got Costa.
Yeah.
Okay. I got Vittori. And the reason I say that is because Costa seemed to tire out fairly quickly his last fight.
Mm-hmm.
He fatigued. I don't know if it was the wine, the glass of wine he had the night before. I know he was saying that, but he fatigued. He's very bulky. He's got he's just shredded. That, when you look at like a fighter, that's the bod that you're wanting right there. I have yet to figure out. I mean, is that just genetics? He looks like a Dragon Ball Z character.
Enhanced, possibly.
Maybe.
He did fail a drug test. It is a thing that has happened. Just
I don't know.
saying.
He's just shredded. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, that's intimidating. I remember walking out to fight Tyron Woodley the first time. And Johnny Hendricks went up to 185 to fight some guy I've never even heard of before.
He fought Paulo.
He fought Costa.
Yeah.
And Costa.
You were getting to that.
I was getting to that.
I thought you were
That's right.
saying
Thanks for
that.
man. Appreciate
sorry,
it.
I thought you were saying.
It's a taste of my own medicine, Sweet Tea. Thank you.
Sorry, man.
And I see this guy. He looked like just a model, right? Had glasses on. Definitely weren't prescription glasses. They were just
Bad Boy was just straight
just
plastic,
fashion.
clear plastic.
Comes in with like button-up shirt, just looking fresh. The dude's in his dress pants, hitting mitts. I'm talking like hitting some mitts. Me and Chris Weidman were back there like, dude, who is that hitting mitts, bro? Takes his shirt off, and he's like, that's the guy that's fighting Johnny Hendricks. And Johnny Hendricks was so pumped for this fight. Like, I'm going to go out there, I'm going to crush this guy. I'm like, heck yeah, Johnny, let's go. Yeah. He ain't seen the last of Johnny Hendricks. And I'm like, in the background, I'm like, oh my God, he's going to murder Johnny Hendricks. And he came close to murdering him. But that was the first, in my eyes, it's the first time I've seen Costa. And I was like, whoa, who is this guy? Mm-hmm. And now over time, he's just,
Yeah.
I liked him at first, but then it was like, after he got popped, I'm like, come on, man. Mm-hmm. And from what I heard, I don't know why I did that. That's just one of the things, you just cool to do.
Yeah, whenever you want to say something that you don't want to get in trouble for saying, you quote it. So they'll be like, oh, somebody else said it.
Yeah, I think that's what I was doing.
Yeah. Real quick, I'm not saying this.
But from what I heard, he got off on that charge because he threw some people under the bus. Other guys that were on it. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
was quoting that, not
Air
the heard
quotes.
part, but what I said before.
Yeah.
I just got to get that in the
Timing.
right. The
You gotta,
timing
yeah,
right.
get the
yeah.
timing on the air quotes.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, that is a unique physique for sure.
Yeah. I got Vittori because I think he can use his wrestling, tire him out. I always say that, but it never happens.
Yeah.
I see that he could do that.
Yeah.
It's very effective at guys like that, but we'll see if he can make it done. He was very gun shy. Obviously, he's fighting one of the best strikers, so I can see why he was gun shy his last fight. But I got Vittori. I'm going to go for Vittori on this one. Both talking a lot of junk their last fights against Stylebender. I guess you have to because he talks so much trash too.
You got to try and pump yourself up, I feel like.
Yeah.
But and plus, Izzy does kind of come off a little.
Like he'll come at you.
He comes off like a little arrogant, a little bit. You know what I mean? Just like again, that's just like his persona.
Yes, and like he said, people say don't drink your own juice, right?
Kool-Aid.
He going Kool-Aid.
Yeah, don't drink your own juices.
Don't drink your own juice, your own Kool-Aid. No, and he said, no, drink your own Kool-Aid. Just don't get drunk off of it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can get drunk off of Kool-Aid, but
special Kool-Aid.
yeah,
There's some special types.
yeah
I'm
spiked
sure.
Kool-Aid.
Yeah, that wedding Kool-Aid.
Yeah, that punch.
Mm-hmm.
You remember
Packs
those?
a punch.
What was that stuff called they used to make when you were in college?
Was it like
What?
PJ or something?
PJ. That's right, PJ.
Like, yeah, something juice. I don't know.
That's the kind of juice we're talking about right there. That's kind of Kool-Aid we're talking about. But yeah, I mean, you can kind of see that. He usually doesn't go overboard with it, but yeah, he drinks his own Kool-Aid, but he doesn't get drunk off of it.
Yeah, and like I said, you got to kind of hype yourself up.
Yeah.
You got to kind of get your, you know what I mean?
I just don't feel like I have to do that. I don't know why.
Well, it definitely adds a lot of pressure.
Maybe that's why. I don't want to go out there talking junk and then just get
Obliterated.
crushed. Yeah, obliterated.
And it's like it's one of those double-edged swords where you talk junk, you get beat up, now you're just a douchebag, and everybody doesn't like you because you talk junk.
You couldn't back it up.
And you couldn't back it up, but then you have what absolutely skyrocketed Conor McGregor, where you do talk junk, you do back it up, and then people are like, dang.
Stardom.
Mm-hmm. This dude's got it. And then you get both groups of people. You get the people cheering for you because you're backing up what you're saying, and then you get the even more hardcore people wanting to see you lose because you keep winning.
Yeah. Speaking of Conor, dude.
Mm-hmm. Allegedly.
Speaking of Conor, and why I thought of Conor because they were talking about this. Man, Big Patty the Batty just signed a 7-figure deal with Barstool.
What?
Yeah, I saw it on social media. Please tell me if I'm wrong, guys. Type this in the comments down below. But I saw it on Instagram that Barstool signed some kind of contract with, was it Patty the Batty?
Patty Pimblett?
Yeah, 7-figure deal. They're investing in this guy thinking he's going to be the next Conor McGregor, which I love listening to the guy talk. I love listening to that.
Because you can't understand a dang word he's saying.
No,
Zero
dude,
clue.
I can understand him more than I could sometimes when was it Darren Till starts getting at it. You know what I mean? I could understand him a little bit. And he's got away with words. It's funny. It's cool.
Yeah, no, I got no idea what he's saying.
Yeah.
So
maybe it's because I'm around kids all the time and they speak gibberish every now and then. I can
exactly.
understand, I can understand it.
Those things
Not calling you a kid, Patty the Batty. I don't want you to beat me up, but you know what I'm saying. But yeah, I just signed a 7-figure deal. Like, what's the deal?
Yeah.
Like, what is the deal?
Speaking of that, it kind of brings me into another point. This past weekend, you had Corey Anderson. He fought Ryan Bader in the Bellator Light Heavyweight Grand Prix. So now he beat Ryan Bader, TKO'd him.
Yeah.
But he was on Ariel Helwani's show, and he was talking about how the UFC, even at summits, like they're just constantly looking for that next Conor McGregor, right? Because they obviously want money.
Yeah.
So he's like, I'm just not that guy. I don't do that. I don't talk trash. I don't do social media. I just want to fight and I just want to be the best. So then he went over to Bellator and he was like, I've made more in my Bellator fights than I did in 15 fights with the UFC because, the UFC I wasn't doing what the UFC wanted me to do. Yeah. So now that you see Patty the Batty getting a 7-figure deal.
Yeah, making that money. And that was his first fight ever. Like, come on, man.
In the UFC.
Of course, that's not a UFC deal. That's a Barstool deal, but still, it's like.
But Mike, the comparison I was making was like, They're saying he's going to be the next Conor McGregor. Should that really, I mean, I guess it should affect your pay and how much you make, but what are your thoughts on the whole pay between, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I can't really say anything because, the deals that the UFC is making with all of us as individual, like I got the deal that I got, that my guys negotiated, and Barstool is, if I was Barstool, of course, I don't have the money to be throwing out there just to invest in somebody after one fight. Like if it was me, I would wait a few fights to see how it goes, not just one.
Well, shoot, man, after that one fight, his social media went from like
Boom.
30K to like almost $1 million.
Yeah.
Literally like that day.
In one night.
It was
It's
nuts.
Crazy. So, I mean, he's becoming. Have you seen his before and after pics?
No.
What he looks like on fight day and what he looks like 2 weeks after, dude, he blows up.
Yeah.
He looks like a completely different guy. Completely chunky cheeks, man. It's funny. It's funny to look at. Like what? They're not the same guys. But yeah, he blows up. He gets pretty big. But good for him. Yeah, to be in the. But for me, I want to fight in the best. Like the UFC's it. Like they're at the top of the heap, right? You got great fighters in other organizations, but when you talk about MMA, what's the first thing that comes to your head? It's not Bellator. It's not ONE FC. It's not PFL.
It's actually 5-on-5 Russian street fighting.
It's that straight arm wrestling MMA.
Wrestling MMA.
It's UFC, and I like the UFC. I like fighting for them. And when you think of the best, you don't think of these other promotions. You think of UFC. So I definitely want to be the best. So
the UFC definitely does the better job at marketing and promoting. And honestly, one of the main reasons I don't watch Bellator is because I never know when the fights are coming. Like, you have to go looking for when the next fight is.
Yeah.
But the UFC, you always
Promote
know.
it.
Everybody, it's, they got the ESPN deal, so you see it when you're watching sports, and you see it when you're watching football, and you see it when. So they just have that whole marketing thing down.
And it's all on how well you do in that fight. After my Vicente Luque fight, and after my Jeff Neal fight, I was talked about a lot.
Yeah.
And then I lose to Gilbert Burns, and then nobody talks about you because you lost once.
Yep.
So it is on
Name
how
of
you
the
perform.
game.
It's on how all on performance as well.
Fight to fight, you could have been 20-0, and then you lose the one, and now you're known as you lost that fight.
Yep.
Oh yeah, dude, he lost his last fight, so
Yeah, he's terrible. He's terrible.
he should go get a desk job. Honestly, 20-0 and then lost, but still, yeah, man, it's unfortunate.
It is, man.
But
dude, this month is literally flying by. This fight's next weekend. Was October 23rd? I wish October was like 3 months.
yeah.
Gosh, I love it. I love Halloween. I love the scary vibe. I love the weather. You know what I mean? I don't know. I love listening to Thriller constantly on the road.
Gosh,
Ghostbusters. Who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters.
Dude.
For me, I'm not a scary movie type guy. I like to watch the iconic, Ghostbusters. I like to watch the Hocus Pocus movies. I like to watch,
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. Like last night I watched Magical Beasts and Where to Find Them. Solid movie. The second one.
I'm not a big Harry P fan.
The Harry Potter movies were like, the books are way better, but the Grindelwald movies are dope.
Just the
Magical Beasts and Where
lead
to Find
actor, he's just like kind of creeps me out a little bit, so I can't watch those movies.
Oh, you talking about Newt Scamander?
Sure, dude.
That's him.
Newt Scamander.
Newt Scamander. He's kind of weird.
I rest my case. Old Newt Scamander.
So other movies I like are like thrasher movies. We talked about this last time. Nothing about poltergeists or demons. But I do like the old classic thrasher, killer. The same knife guy that you're running from, but he's walking, but somehow catches you. You know,
which brings
gory.
me
I love
to
the gory stuff.
You like the gory stuff?
Oh yeah, I laugh at it. I love it. It's funny.
Yeah, you do laugh. You're sicko. There's a movie called, we loved it growing up. Not growing up. I don't know why I said that. In college. It was called Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon. And it was a unique movie on...
Wait, you talking about we as in you?
Yeah.
I've never seen this movie.
No, you've never seen it.
Okay.
Me and my boys in college.
Gotcha.
Shout out Clay J, Wags, Watts, Gavin. And anyways, it was a movie on the killers, from the killer's perspective.
Oh, I remember you mentioning that.
Dude, it's so good. It is so interesting. And what he talks about all of the stuff that you have questions about. Like, for instance, I'm not going to spoil all of it, but just this one specific part, how they're walking, right? And he was like, basically saying, like, whenever you think that they're walking, but in reality, all killers are just in tip-top shape. And when the camera's not on them, they're sprinting their butts off, trying to stay close, right?
And then when it goes back to
them, they have to like maintain their breathing and just keep walking.
act like they're not out of shape.
Act like they're not act like they didn't run. But as soon as the camera cuts, they're sprinting, trying to stay on pace with everybody.
And then they're like a killer's guild or something like that. Like
there's like a killer cult, and they're like praising each other when you reach a certain level. And you know how every killer,
cool.
Jason, Michael Myers, they all have like this one person who's dedicated their life to catching them. Michael Myers has that one doctor.
Yep.
Jason has somebody, I don't know who it is, but everybody has like that one person. They call it an Ahab. And once you get an Ahab, it's like a big deal in the killers community.
Like you made it. Like you made it.
You know, Leslie has an Ahab, and they're like, let's celebrate.
all the killers are like celebrating.
All like the retired killers, and
that's cool. What is it called again?
It's called Behind the Mask: The Rise of Leslie Vernon.
Check that out, guys. Shout out that. I mean, that's a cool that nobody's actually thought about. I think that's cool how he thought about that. You know what I mean? There's like a guild. There's like, why are they walking? How are they always catching him? Because they're sprinting.
Yeah, they're sprinting
when the camera's not on them.
And he's like working out and stuff. And it teaches you how they plan like all of the big, super intense moments in movies where like you'll hear a noise, like how he plans it. He's like making a noise over here, then he has to like run over to the other side of the building and like drop something over here so that they're freaking out, and he's running over, and he's doing it all.
You build the suspense up before the actual killing.
Yep, exactly.
I like that.
So
I like
super
that.
Cool.
And I think that's really, really interesting. And I think it's cool in that kind of like John Wick, but on the scarier side, the movie Jeepers Creepers. Mm-hmm. Like it makes you think and kind of go down rabbit holes. Like, what is this guy? But you never really find out what he is. Like the killer is. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I love that kind of stuff. More of backstories of.
Since we're on that, did you have anything else you wanted to say?
No.
Since we're on that topic here, we're going to close out with this. WB, I have a list of some iconic movie villains. And being that you're a fighter, self-defense expert, and
I'm an expert.
Horror movie extraordinaire, this guy's got a mind for movies that's incredible. I'm going to list off some names, and you're going to tell us, the viewers, how you would fight that person.
Okay.
What you would do in that situation.
Okay, interesting. All right. Hit me with it, man.
First off, right off the bat, starting off going home because of the movie that just released.
Okay.
Michael Myers.
Dude, okay. So Michael Myers movies have been around for a long time. He's got to be at least 70 years old. Mm-hmm. At this point, easy. I feel like the guy's out of shape. He's probably fallen apart. He's died. You thought he's died so many times. So he's got a ton of scar tissue, probably several surgeries he's had. Nobody knows it's actually Michael Myers. So I think I would just whoop his behind.
So you would actually engage in hand-to-hand combat?
I would definitely engage. I would literally get up right now. I don't even care if he had a knife and school him. He's a big dude.
Yeah, but he's like a giant, though.
He's a giant, but he's a 70-year-old giant.
At least 70.
Right. And you gotta be still in shape if the camera's not on him and he's sprinting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I feel like me being a fighter can go at least 25 minutes before he drops. Yeah. He's not used to the the constant onslaught of kicking and punching, moving. He's more of like okay, sprint, run, okay, kill you. He's not used to the, defending takedowns. Mm-hmm. He's not used to guys engaging him. Yeah. So that's where I got him.
Okay. Freddy Krueger.
Oh, Freddy Krueger. Okay. He attacks you pretty much in your dreams, correct?
Basically pulls a Matrix on you.
Well, people don't know this, but I have an imagination like no other.
Yeah.
I can actually fight people. If I want to fight you in my dream, I can make myself do that in my dream. I can pretty much control my dreams at this point. Yeah. Had a lot of practice. So using my imagination, the crazy imagination, all the animes that I've seen, I can pull from, right? Like, I feel like in my dream, I could just crush him. Because that's where that's where you can fight back. On the outside, you can't. In your dream is where you fight him, right? So I could crush him in my dream. I feel like I'm the type of guy, if I ever had like a Green Lantern ring, because it's all in how powerful your imagination is, what you can create, I would be the most powerful being ever.
Probably.
So maybe I can turn myself into the Green Lantern in my dream and destroy Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, or you could just become Superman in your dream and never be touched unless
100%.
Freddy Krueger is like kryptonite or whatever.
Right. He's going to be the one that wants out of my dream. That's how I beat him.
Got you.
Beat him in my dreams.
Chucky.
Ooh, Chucky.
I feel like he's the easiest of
all. Yeah. Well, the thing about Chucky is he's small, he's quiet.
That's the tricky part.
That's where he gets you.
I bet you he makes no noise.
Yeah, and he can fit in spots that you don't expect, right?
Yeah.
You open up the trash can drawer underneath your counter to pull out your trash can. He jumps out of your trash can, slits your throat. You least expect it. Yeah. I mean, how strong can a doll be?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, there's no muscles in a doll.
I feel only as strong as his little plastic fibers.
Yeah.
Or whatever the heck he's made out of.
I feel like I can just grab him by the head and just pull his head off.
Mm-hmm. And then he'd go what? He's going to go into another doll? And then okay?
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then just stop producing Chuckies.
100%. You dismember him, just pulling his leg off like I used to do my He-Man back in the day, and bury him in certain parts in my yard.
Yeah.
That's easy. I feel like that is the easiest guy to beat, Chucky.
Yeah.
What?
At the very least, you can just keep like punting him away from you.
Oh, 100%.
Just kick him far away.
Yeah, or just keep him away with a broomstick.
Yeah.
I mean, you may get the first scare, right? You may jump out of, but after that, like, what? Really? Yeah. Okay, where's my broom?
100%
Stomp on
him. The Leprechaun.
The Leprechaun. Okay. Now we're talking about mystical creatures here. Just stay away from his pot of gold, bro. If you see a pot of gold there, you see a pot of gold there, and that's how he kills you. You take his pot of gold.
Yeah.
You're donezo. Stay away from it.
Don't be
if I see a pot of gold in a tree stump, no, walking the other way. I'm not going to have some
really, though?
creepy. Oh, 100%.
You're 100% going to walk away from a pot of gold in a tree stump.
Dude, when I look up, if the pot of gold is actually in a legit pot, like cauldron, and there's, in the iconic gold pictures, it's like a cauldron, gold sitting on top, and there's like this golden aura in a tree stump. Why would it be randomly there, and you see a rainbow coming out of it? No, stay away from it. That is a leprechaun pot of gold. Yeah. You don't mess with it. Easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
I have to say that the Leprechaun scarred me for the longest time with that scene where he made that woman get super fat until she blew up.
That's a Harry Potter move.
Terrified me.
Typical spell, easy to deflect. You know what I mean? If that spell is ever put on you, somebody try to hit you with that spell, it's just a simple flick of the wand, Tony. Remember that.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
Predator.
Whoa, we're going Predator, dude.
Yeah, you got no chance. You're dead.
Whew. That's a hard one.
I know exactly how you take down a Predator.
Whoa, this is my questions here, Sweet Tea.
Yeah, but
okay, give me what you got. What you got?
Obviously, just like in Aliens vs Predator, take their freaking blaster.
How do you get it?
You get it before they do.
Oh, you're talking about if you're like in there. But what if one just lands in your backyard? It's hunting you. You have to just find a muddy hole and dive in it.
Yeah, you gotta stay muddy.
Because it sees infrared. You know what I mean? Or, technology the way it is nowadays, there's no reason why you couldn't buy, you can buy like a portable cold water shower.
Mm-hmm.
Just have cold water poured on you at all times. Either that or hope it rains.
Yeah.
So you just stay cool.
Yeah.
Jump in a freezer.
You know, that wouldn't be good. Jump in a freezer?
No, because remember in Predator 2, when he was in New York or whatever, L.A.,
Yeah.
they still saw him in that big old, remember those meat hooks at the...
Oh, yeah. They learn. They'll get smart.
Yeah, they have different vision tactics.
A couple of things with the Predators. Number one, if you can get their blaster away from them, from that movie, it made them pretty useless, which was annoying to me. Number two, just if you see something that looks like a creature but is also see-through, it's probably a creature.
Yeah.
Avoid.
Yeah.
Their invisibility is just kind of like it's like
you can see the outline of it.
You can see everything.
And then it's like,
wait a second. Not fully invisible because I can see through you and everything behind you is distorted. It's like not that good.
Yeah, just run the other way.
Mm-hmm.
Just stay away from it.
Yeah.
You know, but if it lands in your backyard, they're bigger, they're stronger, they're faster. But you beat him in hand-to-hand combat. They accept you as a predator.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They'll give you gifts.
Yeah, they'll hook you up.
It's
respect. Honor code there.
And they'll give you that cool mark.
Yep.
On your face.
And
you would be the baddest human being on the planet if you had one of those. You could do anything. You know?
Yep. Nobody.
And then if anybody gives you beef, you call on your predator friends, knock them off. Take care of it.
Pennywise. That one's tough, dude, but it is a real thing. So it's not like it's like
right. Well,
it's a creature.
It feeds off of fear. Don't be scared.
Yeah,
you just don't be. I mean, you have to be a kid, right? Because they go after kids because that creature is like billions of years old. Whatever Pennywise is, I forgot what it's called, but he's like billions of years old. It's a creature, and he feeds off of kids because they're easier to scare and they taste better. The scarier you are, the better you taste. Mm-hmm. And nobody really knows what it actually looks like.
Spider, right? But that's just like another form.
It's like another form, right?
You got to get the turtle.
You got to get that turtle that just created the universe.
Yeah. Whatever, dude. Stephen King's universe. Insane.
Wild.
Candyman.
Oh, just don't say his word. Just don't say his name in the bathroom. That's it. Just don't say Candyman 3 or 5 times. That is I was scared. My dad made me watch that when I was like 6 or 7. That thing came out in 92. Mm-hmm. I was young. We watched that movie Candyman when it first came out. I was scared of the bathroom for 2 years. I'm still scared of the bathroom.
Yeah.
My door has to be closed. I cannot leave my door open. Because when I picture myself waking up at night, even if the door's cracked, I can kind of see my mirror too. And I just glance in my mirror and it's dark in there. I see Candyman's face. Or I see something staring back at me. Nope.
Yeah.
My door's closed.
Yeah, I close my B-room door as well. I'm a big B-room
Super
door
scary.
closer.
You just don't say his name. It's like, okay, you say Candyman 5 times, it'll come out and kill you. Why say his name then, idiots? Seriously,
dude. What a bunch of morons.
Yeah, it's like Bloody Mary. Remember that one?
What about, if you're saying his name, then you probably should get a little hook slap.
Oh yeah. I mean, you should get
farting
ripped
around
up
with
from taint to mouth with hook.
Chill. Taint to mouth.
I mean, that's how he did it. He just ripped you in half. Mm-hmm. That gruesome hook.
Since we're on the case of fear, we got 2 left. Okay. Jeepers Creepers.
Ooh.
This terrified me. I remember crying in the theater because you took me to see it when it came out.
Yeah.
Let's see and I was crying in the theater, terrified of this freaking creature.
Yeah. And we finished it, didn't we? Did we finish it?
I had to I was doing one of those corny things where it's like The Matrix. It came out in 2001, so I was 10 years old.
So you were trying to make yourself cool with it? Like, oh my God, this is so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I was terrified. 2001 it came out. I was
Dude,
10,
that was like 20 years ago.
I was 10 years old.
2001, I just graduated high school.
Mm-hmm. Release date, August 31st. Yeah, so I was 10 years old.
That is you go back and watch that movie. That movie's still creepy.
That movie is
so creepy, especially in the beginning.
Anticipation, the intensity of him chasing him down in their crappy car.
No, when he drives by and he's throwing those bodies down that tube, and he sees them and just locks eyes with them as they drive by, and you see him get in his truck, and that thing's like supercharged.
Yeah.
And just chases him down that old crappy truck. Oh my gosh! I was like,
the truck's actually like possessed or something weird, isn't it?
Yeah,
so
it's like he's got some kind of spell.
4.
Like you want to know what he is. He's like some kind of magical gargoyle or something. He knows spells and stuff. Yeah. Like he can make knives and stuff fly at you. It's crazy. But
here's what you do: you befriend him.
You make him your friend.
Yeah,
100%.
You like, listen, man. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Let's connect.
Yeah, I will help you kill these other people. I'll bring people to you.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if it's their survival, you got to do, you know, I've always told myself, if anybody came in my house, bro, let's be friends, dude.
Yeah, like, listen, you know what? I understand you're struggling right now. There's deeper issues I want to go through those with you. Let's work on those together.
And then we
Put
can
the
be
knife
friends.
down, okay? Yeah. It's 2 a.m. in the morning. I'm trying to sleep. Let's get some sleep.
Yeah. Recharge the batteries.
Yeah, we'll meet in the morning. We'll have some breakfast, okay?
Maybe some mimosas.
Let's get some Wahoo. All right? Greatest waffles.
Yes.
Get to befriend them immediately. Yeah, they walk in. You're like, oh, hey, what's up, man? Long time no see, man. How you been, dude? Thanks for stopping by.
You befriend Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah.
Or if there's no befriending him, because, you know, he's only out for 13 days.
23.
23 days. Every 23 days.
For 23. Every
No,
23
3
years for 23 days.
He eats for 23 days.
Yeah.
You hide, right? So many other people he can smell from. He can kill you. Hide. But you stick a tracker on him somehow, right? Mm-hmm. Tracker. You know where he's at on the 23rd day, right when it's about done. Then you find him, and right when he's about to, like, go in his cocoon, then...
Yeah, like in the second movie, they had him, like... The end of the second movie, they had him stapled up to the wall, waiting him.
Really?
I'd have been chopping him up, putting him in like
pieces.
a meat processor.
Are you kidding me?
You
what an idiot!
Shoving his parts into various sausage skins and, like, just like you said, burying them in fields.
Yeah, you cannot come back from that.
No,
impossible. But yet he's got him up in his barn,
waiting for
him to come back alive. An idiot.
For real, dude. People movies are so
golly.
dumb.
But then there wouldn't be a second one, so
you need a third one. And there actually ended up being like 5 of them. And
isn't it stupid?
Terrible. Yeah.
Guys, if you haven't seen Jeepers Creepers, check it out. It's amazing.
The first one.
And
then last but not least, old JV, Jason Voorhees. This one, in my opinion, is probably the toughest one.
I would say so because it is literally just as big, just as strong, and he's immortal.
Yeah.
He cannot die.
No.
You cannot beat him. I mean, he fought Freddy Krueger. I'm pretty sure he came out on top. Yeah. Didn't he win?
They
Jason versus Freddy. They did mess each other up, but the guy's ginormous. That one dude was getting the best of him though. That one back in the 80s, he was like boxing him. Mm-hmm. Just pop, pop, pop. Dude was piecing him up. Like his technique's terrible. Jason just takes shots.
Yeah, you're not gonna.
So
he's just
unless you have endless stamina, maybe you take his knife away. Yeah, I feel like I can defend myself from him just doing this. But he's like really strong, right? Because he can like hold you up with one arm.
But that's the thing about Jason. He doesn't just need a knife. He kills you with everything.
Yeah.
No matter what, dude.
Yeah. I think that's the one guy that gets you.
You'd have to call in the military. Like, listen, United States military. There's this creature who's been on a murderous rampage for 84 years in this one town. You got to do something about it.
In this one town.
We need you to come do something about it.
Yeah, please. I mean, after a while, you would figure.
Literally, I was looking up something on here, and they had, like, iconic horror movie villains ranked by kills. And he has, like, 153 kills. He was number 1.
Wow.
Jason was. It's like he's killed 153 people, and we know exactly who it is.
And where he is.
Come do something about it.
I think one time they immobilized him for a little while by tying him up and sticking some weights and just dropping him in the lake.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow. No, he didn't revive. Like there was like some commotion on top of the water and the chains broke because he sat there forever.
No,
and
I just watched it.
Did you really?
Whatever they did in the 7th movie, he was awoken for the 8th movie, and it was Jason Voorhees. in Brooklyn or something like that.
Oh, yeah. That's when he
in
gets boxed,
Manhattan.
right?
I guess. Jason
Yeah.
ate. And anyways, there was these people on a boat just over the water, like, and they decided to, not people, like these two teenagers, they decided to post up right in the water, right next to Camp Crystal Lake.
Well, you know he's immortal
And he
because
dropped an anchor and it hit an electric line under the water, broke the
chains or ropes.
electric line. Bzzz, Jason back to life, and then
Man,
Yeah.
you know he lives forever because remember Jason X in space? You know, Jason was in space
he was in space, and he
in the
became,
future. Like,
he became like robotic. He was
Yeah.
like future-esque.
so the movies right now, all the Jason movies were just his in the past. Now he's in the future, and he's still alive. It's like,
At this point in time, he's basically Dr. Manhattan on his own planet, just creating life.
Yeah.
And
I don't remember what year that was. It was. I know that movie was back in the
Jason
late
Tatum?
night. Was it late 90s or early 2000s?
I want to say it was like 2000.
It's like
It was like
2021,
right at the turn of the
and like
century.
we're supposed to be up in space.
Yeah.
20
Jason
years into the
Tatum
future.
came back, got a solid 4.4 on IMDb and a 19% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Nice.
In the year 2455.
2455.
It came out in 2002.
Wow.
Yeah.
The crappiest
Made
Jason ever.
17.1 million in the box
What?
office.
17.1 mil? Come
Got
on now.
4.4 on IMDb.
People were just looking for excuses just to go to the movies back then.
Yeah.
Times have changed. People, like, I went to the movies not too long ago. So much better just watching it at home.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean? I mean, it was an adventure to go to a movie, get the popcorn, but I sat down and it just smelled like mothballs. I'm like, it's weird. It's weird. The seats smell like mothy and just real musty. You know?
Because they even sat
Just
in for
felt
a
like
year.
I was getting lice sitting there in the movie theater. So, anyway.
Well, there you have it, guys.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, one week closer to Halloween.
Woo! I can't wait. Oh, so we need to be doing we're going to go to a haunted trail?
I think, y'all, we're going to go to a haunted house, Wonderboy versus Sweet Tea. First one to squeal pays the other one $1,000.
Oh, you kicked it up from a 500 to 1,000 now, Tony?
we're
Come
doing the
on,
grand.
dude.
We're doing the grand.
1,000. I don't have that kind of money. What you talking about?
I know you don't. So I want to take it from you. Whatever
Okay.
you do got.
All right. I'm not scared. I'm not going to scream, dude.
We'll see. We'll
All
see.
right.
So stay tuned for that, guys. It's going to be dropping on the channel as well. We appreciate y'all hanging out with us for the podcast on this Monday afternoon as Halloween grows ever closer. And again, we are on Apple Podcasts. We're on Google Podcasts. We're on Spotify. All the good stuff. So check us out over there as well. And as always, share the love. Spread the word about the content. Like and subscribe.
Love you guys, man. Catch y'all later.
Peace.